What's happening, everyone? Brian Mello here again over at Marty's Chevrolet in Bourne, Massachusetts. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this brand new 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD Duramax High Country. So let's get into it. All right, so today we're talking 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD with the Duramax Diesel, 10-speed Allison transmission, black exterior, high country interior, $90,000 MSRP. And if you're new to the channel, what I'm gonna do is a quick walk around the vehicle, show you some of the highlighted features there. Once we're done with that, I'm gonna put the window sticker up on the screen for you all to take an up-close peek at. And then of course, we'll go over the interior as well. I do always like to kick things off with the key fob. You can see we've got our lock, our unlock, remote start, drop the tailgate, panic button, and then we've got our traditional bow tie there on the back. First thing you have to notice on this truck are the signature LED day running lights. We've also got our projector housing headlamps. Down low, we've got our LED fog lights, front parking sensors in the bumper, chromed out lower section, chrome out tow recovery hooks. We've got the high country grille, traditional bow tie, and then we've got the front camera to the HD surround vision camera system. I also like to point out that this big old hood scoop on this truck is functional. It is feeding air into the engine, not just there to look cool though. It definitely does that as well. High up on the hood, you've got your Allison transmission Duramax branding. You've got your high country high on the fender. Down low, you get a peek at your 20-inch blacked out wheels. Those are wrapped in a 275/65 R20 Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runner AT tire. We've got our trailer tow mirrors, power folding, power extending. You've also got another camera, because you can just never have too many these days, to your HD surround vision camera system. 2500 HD branding. Yes, I know the truck's a little bit dirty. It's been raining. What can I do? I'm gonna back up and see if I can get the whole truck in the shot, give you a side profile. There she is. She is a beauty. This is probably my favorite HD truck on the property right now. I mean, it's easy to love the high country. Easy step on the side of the bed. Also easy step in the rear bumper. And you've got the hand grab right here as well. So just throw your foot, pull yourself up into the bed nice and easy. Multi-flex tailgate, rear backup camera. This is not a camera. This is actually an LED light. Shines down on your trailer hitch in the dark, so makes it a little bit easier for you to hook up. I'm gonna open this up. Factory spray and bed liner. You've got the Chevy bow tie embossed on the back right there. We've got our 120 volt outlet, plenty of tie down points, LED bed lighting, hand grab over here on the left. And I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see all the different configurations you can do with the multi-flex tailgate. High country branding over on the right, Silverado on the left. You've got your rear backup sensors, trailer tow packages, of course, all set up. You've got all your plugs, good to go. On the back of the cab, you've got your power sliding rear window. Yes, more cameras, and your LED third brake light. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put the window sticker up on the screen right now. If you're watching this on a phone, you can take a screenshot. If you're on a computer, you can hit print screen and save it that way. I won't go over everything. We'll do kind of the high level view. Obviously 2025 Silverado 2500 high country four-wheel drive. Black exterior, jet black and umber interior. It's the high country interior. 6.6 liter turbo diesel, 10-speed automatic Allison transmission. The standard vehicle price is $73,100. However, you can see adding the turbo diesel, $9,490 option, the 20-inch high gloss black wheels, $2,950. The technology package, which gives you the rear camera mirror, the heads-up display, also added the power sunroof, multi-flex tailgate, the Z71 off-road package, snow plow prep. We've got the upfitter switches, which I'll show you once we get inside, the LED roof marker lamps. All said and done with all the options, the destination, we're at $90,660. I'm gonna leave that up on the screen for another minute, and then I'm gonna take it down. When I say minute, I greatly exaggerated. I'm gonna take it down in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take a peek inside the back. All right, so here's your first look at the high country interior. On the back, on both sides, you've got this little 10-quart storage compartment. We've got, of course, the traditional armrest, doubles as a cup holder. The seats, you'll notice the leather is perforated back here, and yes, they are heated. Your heated controls are right here on the back of the center console. You've also got a USB-C and a USB port, traditional USB port. Before you ask, everything that's down in the bags, it's all kind of, you know, your floor mats, other accessories. We like to keep that kind of stuff away until someone actually buys the truck. You get the map pockets on the back of both seats. And then I almost forgot to show the door. I always get yelled at for not showing the door, so there's your door. I love the black with the brown stitching. The wood grain looks really good. Love this truck. All right, let's hop up front. All right, so I'm gonna pull this truck into the shade. All right, so now that the sun's out of our way, I'm going to start on the left. I'm going to work my way to the right. I will go through this kind of quickly. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll try to get to those as best as I can. So starting on your door, we've got our power door locks. We've got our memory seat controls, power windows, power mirror controls. In fact, you can see power extending, and I can bring those back in. And, of course, power folding as well. On the dashboard, we've got our electronic parking brake. We've got our mode selector, four-wheel drive controls. We've got our headlight controls, fog lights, gauge cluster brightness. We've got a spotlight over the bed. We've got our heads-up display, which never shows in video well at all, but I'm moving it around. Hopefully you guys can see it's probably flickering. Just know it doesn't really flicker. It's just the way the camera picks it up. I believe it's a 15-inch multicolor heads-up display, which is really cool. It is massive when you're actually sitting behind the steering wheel and looking at it. Definitely something you want to experience when you test drive one of these. On the steering wheel, we've got our heated steering wheel, forward collision alert, our cruise controls. Right side is our Bluetooth hands-free controls. And this guy right here, you'll see I'm going through the different options. I'm going to go over here, in fact, and I'm going to change my display layout. We'll switch it over to digital. You can customize this display to however you want it to look. I'll do one more thing on the left side. Actually, we'll do right side. I'm going to change that to time and temp. And then I can bring this back over to my navigation screen. Definitely another thing that you're going to want to mess around with when you take one of these for a test drive, because it's cool that you can change it around. There's multiple layout options, and then you can also change the whichever gauges and what's displaying on either side. I'm going to go back to the classic layout. All right, let's go over to our giant HD touch display. It does everything. We could talk about this all day. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you've got Google Assistant, you've got the Google Play Store integrated, Amazon Alexa, you've got your maps, your cameras, 5G LTE Wi-Fi, your trailering system. You can have it remember different trailers, so that way you're not having to set it up each time. Has your My Chevrolet app integrated. You can schedule service through this. Got podcasts, Google News. I mean, it's everything. You can see right now I've got the screen split right here. If I scroll, I can switch whatever I have displayed out. So now I have the audio. Before I had the maps, obviously. I usually leave mine right here. Should be the analog clock. If I want to go over to the maps, here's your full screen map display. If I want to go back home, something a lot of people don't even know that they can do, if I tap and hold, I can actually move these icons around on the screen just like you would on your phone. Be surprised if people come in and then I start moving apps around and they're like, I had no idea that I could do that. Now you do. Go over to my music. I'm going to turn the volume down. That way it doesn't scream when I go over to Sirius XM. I just like the way this is laid out. Go through my channels. I can scroll through all those. If you're a Sirius XM user like I am, it's just a nice layout. Go back to home. And I'm going to throw this thing in reverse. You can see our HD surround vision camera system. I got a 360 view here. I'm looking behind me with the guidelines on the ground. One of my favorite cameras is this one right here. I call this the Curb Hunter camera. If you do have to park this thing close to a curb, maybe you're in the city, whatever it may be, this will allow you to get nice and tight without curbing your wheels. Whichever yellow dot, that's whichever direction that you're looking. So there's the front, there's the rear, same thing. We're looking at the back. Now we're looking at the front. If you back this truck into something, I don't know what to tell you. You've got every camera view on planet Earth that is in existence. You've also got this view so you can see what's ever going on the bed. So if you left the kids in the back and you're driving around, well, now you know they're still in there. I'm gonna go back to the home screen, throw this truck back into park. What else? Just high level. There's your Google, your phone integration. Oh, super annoying, drives me crazy. Buckle to drive, so the truck won't let you go into drive until you've disabled this. GM probably yell at me. I'm probably not supposed to tell. Oh, buckle to drive is somebody else already came in here and disabled it. Drives me crazy. Rear seat reminder also I usually turn off. Go back to the home. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Maybe I'll come back to it. Underneath your touch display, you've got your exhaust brake, lane departure warning, parking sensors on or off, drop the tailgate, hazards, traction control, hill descent control. Then we've got this nice brake in the dash. Go down here, we've got our trailer brake controller, heated and ventilated seats, digital HVAC controls, and then we've got our auxiliary switches that you saw on the sticker. So here are your auxiliary switches. So if you add anything to the truck, you can just have them wired right into these switches instead of, like, you know, adding in some ugly aftermarket ones or screwing into the dash somewhere. It looks terrible. Rubberized section, so if you need to throw something here, it's not going to slide around all over the place. We've got our cup holders, wireless charging, big center console. You've got the High Country branding right there. Inside, we've got a power outlet, USB, USB-C, organization tray you can take out. I know a lot of guys use this truck for work, and they put folders here, so they got contracts and stuff like that. Here's a look at your seat. So you've got your High Country on the headrests, got that brown stitching, we've got the piping. Really nice looking seat. We've got glove box up high, glove box down low. What else do we got? We've got our sunroof, programmable garage door openers, LED interior lighting, your OnStar buttons. We've got our HD video mirror. I love this thing. I know a lot of people don't like them. I don't know why. I would much rather look at this and be looking through the truck at all that. It's a much better view. And if you adjust it, you can zoom all the way out, which is how I prefer it. Adjust it down, and you can see right there at the top of the tailgate, you can see every lane of highway behind you. You can be in the middle of a 3-lane highway and get a nice full width view. I think it's vastly better, especially if you got kids in the back too. You have to be looking through them and all that chaos. So I always suggest, I know it takes a little bit to get used to, but this or that, I don't know. You guys tell me. A little bit of storage right here, also rubberized section behind the screen. And I think that's kind of the quick rundown. Like I said, we could talk about this system for a while. I could show you all the different setups with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but I don't want to keep you guys here for 25 minutes, and you probably don't want to listen to me for 25 minutes. So I'm going to leave it at that. Of course, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If this is a truck you might want to take home, come on by, visit us, Martys Chevrolet in Bourne, Massachusetts. If you got some value out of this video, do me a solid, hit the like button, subscribe if you're feeling extra generous, and I will see you all in the very next video. Thanks again. Take care.